Tonight on the North American Friends Movie Club.
An evil billionaire.
An old school detective.
And a device that makes your brain go crazy.
We watched the 2025 American action comedy parody, The Naked Gun.
Oh, pour some cinema coffee in her movie mug.
And then exchange that mug for a slightly larger mug.
Because we're the most naked podcast on the internet.
And this show is The Gun.
This is what it sounds like when we do a podcast. We're currently doing one. This is the North American Friends Movie Club, and you might notice something about the name of our show. And that's Friends comes before Movie Club. Because it's simply more important to us. So I gotta ask my two little officers. How we cluing?
Ooh. Cluing.
We're here, Sergeant. We're here. And two of us are wearing toques. Two toques.
We got toques on today.
Well, sorry I didn't make it 3 weeks, but it's too warm in my house right now, and I don't want to put a hat on.
That's fair. That's fair. I asked my daughter about, she goes to a French immersion school. She speaks French all day. And I asked her, I said, did you know that toques means hat? And I thought she was going to be like, how do you know that? And she was like, no, it doesn't.
She was like, she said chapeau.
She did say chapeau. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to tell Brent, I want to give you your flowers, Brent, because I am officially off Jelly Roll. I've been
he's never wrong. He's just early. It's tough. It's tough.
I'm sad about it, though. I thought he was different than he is, and that is sad. And what can you do?
You guys are made fun of how you guys didn't want to be involved in Brent's guys, the guys I send to people that I find interesting. Well, one of Brent's guys just went viral over the weekend for his Chinese food order in Abu Dhabi. The bao buns. He nailed it.
He already had the napkin in his shirt while he was ordering. That's how early he got that napkin into his shirt.
Listen,
I can see why he's one of your guys.
I don't have a lot of talent. I'll be the first to admit. I'm not tall. I was athletic.
That's not a talent.
I'm not the smartest guy. I'm good at a wide range of things, but I'm not great at anything. But when it comes to having their finger on the pulse of what's going to be big next, I'm there. I'm the guy. I'm like little Notre Dame for bullshit.
Little Brentstradamus.
Brentstradamus. I'm into it.
Jelly Roll's piece of shit. His wife's piece of shit. I nailed it.
Well, let me share with you guys what's been happening.
I'd love to know what's
happening.
Let me
ask you. I want to know what's happening.
So before we ended last week, I told you guys I was going to do a presentation about trauma-informed care.
Mm-hmm.
And I did fine. It was the rudest group I've ever presented to. And
medical professionals.
Well, they're people that work in a nursing home. So these are CNAs and techs and aides, and the nurses listened. It was all the people that needed to listen that weren't listening.
Yeah.
I know how you feel. I'm not going to hijack your story. I was an educator to nurses. I used to travel all across our lovely province and train nurses on venipuncture. And it was always a great experience, except I had one group that was uninterested and rude, and it bothered me. Mm-hmm. I'm still talking about it. So I understand. Now continue.
No, that was really it, because I am a good presenter. I'm engaging, and they were not listening to me. So I just started cussing occasionally to get their attention, and that kind of worked.
It's a good trick. Yeah. That's a good fucking trick.
Exactly. Yeah. It didn't really help, but at least they would poke their heads up. And then I stopped a couple times and I was like, everything okay? Everything okay? You guys okay?
Yeah. I had
a
one
good teacher
nurse
move.
who ate a full meal while I was teaching.
Yeah, to me, that's fine. I don't know. Like, to me, that's not being rude. Like,
Eating, if everyone was eating, it's better than like distracting. Like talking during a presentation, that is rude.
or
It's extremely
being on your phone in a small group. So I do small groups. I do this like specialized treatment for CPTSD. And in my group right now, I got a person, and they were on their phone last week. And I was like, what's going on? And they were like, what? And I was like, well, you're on your phone. And there's just like 4 of us there. And I was so anxious to call them out. And they were like, well, we're doing work. I was replying to work. I was like, okay, can you get off your phone, please? And you would have thought that I tried to punch someone the way it made me feel. I was so anxious that it worked and they got off their phone. It's just so rude. Like, people are talking about incredibly serious things that have happened to them. Get off your fucking phone. Like,
Yeah.
anyway. Rollerblading in the park. So I got rollerblades for Christmas, and there's a park near my house that has a rollerblading rink, inline skating rink. So I got there. It was a beautiful day out. Put the brake on the back. Thank God. Was feeling good going around the roller rink. And then I was like, these sidewalks look pretty smooth. And so the sidewalks go around the park. And I did not clock that it was like slightly hilly. When I tell you I went 60 miles an hour I was certain that I was going to break my arm and that I was going to have to call Juliet. Like, I catastrophized my way. Like, what am I going to have to do when I break my arm? I did not look cool.
No.
My arms were in front of me. My knees were bent. I was so focused on keeping my blades parallel. You know what I mean? Because I was just going, because I was afraid, because I wasn't totally used to the brake yet, and going back on your heel instead of forward like a.
Going fast when you're not trying to go fast.
Oh my God.
No one looks cool that way.
I haven't been that scared in a long time. And then my knees started hurting, and then I got nauseous, and I said, my body is telling me to quit. My body is telling me that I need to stop before I hurt myself. And I went home, and Jules was like, oh, you're back so soon. And I told her the story, because I asked her to go with me. She was like, Mom, I'm not going to go with you to watch you rollerblade.
She made the right call.
Yeah.
If I was walked by someone throwing up rollerblading, that would make my day.
It is a good workout.
It was too hilly. I went too fast and you're just throwing up. That's very funny.
But people who rollerblade make it look so easy. And it's not hard, but it's like...
Braking is hard in rollerblading. I would say that. I didn't do a lot of rollerblading in my life, but when I did rollerblade, I did think it's harder to stop than it is on the ice. Like,
my favorite part of this story is you went to an area that's specifically designed for the activity that you wanted to participate in. Mm-hmm. Did that well and decided, Mama needs to up the ante here.
Yeah.
Mama's going to raise the degree of difficulty and she's going to take the hills.
And they weren't very, so like, if you're just like, unless you're, it's kind of like when you run, you don't realize the incline is, you know what I mean? So I didn't realize the decline. And the first decline it happened, there were 2 people walking towards me, and I just rolled out into the grass. And almost.
That's what I would do too. Yeah. That's what I would have done too.
I just keep on getting the image in my head of you with your hands out straight, panicking, and like going to throw up, rollerblading, and the guy that we know that knows you in Kansas City, Travis Will. He's walking and sees you, and it's like, oh
my God.
And you're out of control on your rollerblades. That's amazing to me.
Were you wearing any protective equipment, PPE?
Not a stitch.
Not even one.
That's the way we do
scooch
it.
of
That's
PPE.
what I like to hear.
Yeah,
That's what I
good to
like
know.
to hear.
So
New kicks on the
hills.
rollerblades, downhill, no PPE. Okay.
I need a helmet. I need to wear my helmet. I want to get knee pads, and then I just want things for my hands. I don't want to wear elbow pads, but just like gloves, maybe.
I think you should.
Yeah.
I think
that would be
I'm,
Most
I'm a
rollerblade
believer.
injuries are rocks in the hand. You're right. Yeah.
I want to give everyone a cleaning tip.
Okay.
So I was cleaning the top of my vanity where I put my makeup on and my oils and everything. And I used bathroom cleaner and I could not get it clean. And I didn't know why. It was very frustrating. And I like scrubbed and scrubbed. Okay. So then the other night I was taking off my makeup with a makeup wipe. And then I just started I cleaned my
Alcohol.
vanity with a makeup wipe. No, it's not alcohol.
Oh.
No, it's like special. So doesn't this make sense? If it's going to take makeup off your face, it will take off makeup off your furniture. So I want to give that tip to everybody who uses oils and makeups to use makeup remover.
This is probably the most informative thing we ever did on the podcast. Like, this is actual good content.
So in the cookbook, we might have
Some tips, life tips. We could have life tips in the cookbook for sure.
I think that's a good idea.
It's kind of like a cookbook Bible, you know, it's like, does a lot.
We might need to rename it. Maybe it's not just it's like a life Bible.
Field guide.
Field guide.
I like
North
Field
American Friends Movie Club Field Guide.
I like that.
We're not going to beat that. That's perfect.
That's
Field
perfect.
guide is direct.
Ice. We know what ice is. The budget for ice in America is as large as Canada's entire armed forces.
Yeah, imagine, and it's the worst of the worst. It's even the cops didn't want these motherfuckers, and the cops will take anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to mention that. That's just a fact I found out.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's what happened.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
So it's my turn to speak about what happened in this week. We're getting a snowstorm today, the one that's hitting the East Coast. And I realized while I was shoveling yesterday that I have no place to throw this snow for this upcoming storm. It's now at least 8 feet.
No.
The bank the bank where I throw snow is at least 8 feet. I have no place. I have to run and jump, which my body does not allow me to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. You laugh, but yesterday I attempted multiple runs and jumps to get the snow up over where I had to put it.
You're high jumping.
I wouldn't go out and do it yesterday while my neighbor and his granddaughter were out because I didn't want them to see me do it.
That's smart.
Yeah, you don't want to traumatize her.
No. So there's an upcoming storm tonight, and it's supposed to be the big one, and I don't know what to do. I don't know where to put it. I don't know what to do. It's going to be very interesting in the next 48 hours.
Do you have anybody with a plow that can push it?
It's to the point now where there's nowhere to put it, though. It's I have an 8 foot to 10 foot bank where you would put it, and there's nowhere to put it. So
is it just surrounding your house? Is it past your windows?
No, it's just where my driveway. I have to go and throw it on my front lawn because I can't throw it on the other side because it's my neighbor's driveway. So I have to throw it on my front lawn, and there's just literally no place to put it. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Put it in the road.
I just want to. Then it's just going to come right back in when they plow it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the first house on the street, so I get the worst of it.
You should have moved already. You should move and just not even deal with it.
You don't want to move during the winter. That's no fun.
I don't want to do anything. I'm sick of snow. It's been a big week for Brent with his mind. I've come up
Brent Stradamus.
Brent Stradamus.
Well, I don't know. I partook in some smoking the other night, and I was laying in bed, and I realized, you know how people when they go to hit the gas or hit the brake, but they hit the gas by mistake at a stop sign or a red light. I decided that that's someone hacking in your brain. Because of the book, Kate, the human consciousness is not in your brain, it's outside, and our brains are just receivers.
Shh, don't share it with the greater world.
Don't share the secret of secrets.
Well, I feel like there's interference between the moment you see something and acknowledging what it is. So if you look up to see a stop sign, there's a split little micro nanosecond of, hey, it's a stop sign. So in that time, your brain gets hacked and tells you to do the opposite of what you're supposed to do, which is hit the brake, you hit the gas, boom, car accident.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That I feel is our next biggest terrorist threat.
Oh no, are they going to use the AI to do brain hacking?
I feel like we're at a crossroads now. This is what's going to happen. They're going to hit us.
This ties into the movie
second.
perfectly, by the way.
Yeah, so like, someone aims a gun at you, and you recognize it's a gun, and they're about to shoot. Yeah, boom. That half second that's when I go and hack your brain, and you turn the gun around on yourself.
Yeah, make them shoot themselves in the stomach.
The bullets, like Neo.
No, because that's like extra powers that we don't have.
Physics.
But there is a chance to hack the brain in that half nanosecond. I gotta stop saying half second. In the nanosecond.
Yeah, stick to nano or microsecond.
Nano sounds like I know what I'm talking about. But I feel like that is a big opportunity for us to win that shit.
Who do we want to win? We don't want anyone to win. I don't feel like power should be in anyone's power.
I have at several points in my life, Brent, fantasized about using the power to manipulate time in order to become really good at sports. I have done that fantasy a lot in my life where I'm like, imagine you're a hockey player and you're like, okay, you take a shot and then you just like freeze time and you like skate down the ice and just like push the puck down like so that it goes to where it's going to go in the net, and then you go back to your body and then you start time again, and then it looks like you scored an amazing goal.
Maybe it's a guy thing. Maybe Kate's not looking at it the way that we look at it. But I feel like this is the next. I keep on hearing about how the brain is this extraordinary, amazing thing, and we're only using like 5 or 10% of it, and it can hold so much memory.
True, that's not true.
The 10% thing, yeah, I don't think that's true. I think I'm with Kate that was like
debunked.
Yeah. By who?
Science.
Brain guys.
That sounds like a Brent answer.
Neurologists.
Brain guys and science is a Brent answer.
Empirical data.
Neurologists have studied the molecules.
Well, all you have to do is take a freaking MRI. You see that all parts of your brain are lighting up. Where's the missing 90?
There is some useless meat in there, for sure. Like, there's some meat that's not getting used. But I would say it's probably the opposite. It's probably like 90% meat being used, 10% brain meat on the shelf.
I just want it on record
Also
and
10%,
podcast record that this is going to be, you're going to hear about this in the next 2 to 4 years.
Okay.
That we're actually not using all of our brain?
No. The nanosecond thing. I could change what you're about to do in that nanosecond.
I don't want big tech anywhere near my biology.
Stay away from my body and brain.
They already are.
They know what I am saying and what I'm looking at, but they don't have control over my body. I already have enough men in my life trying to tell me what I can and can't do with my body.
Hell yeah, sister.
Don't start snapping the neck at me. This is my segment. I'm allowed to talk about whatever I want.
Oh, that neck is going.
Oh, the neck and the hair is going. It's driving me nuts.
I'm getting my hair cut Wednesday, too. It's going to be real flirty about it. It's going to drop my phone.
I had a very realistic dream that me and Shane Gillis were eating together. And we were at this Chinese restaurant. The reason I took him to this Chinese restaurant is because this Chinese family had this restaurant and they had it for, generations. And then big government came in and bought up all the land around them, but they refused to sell. So the government had to build around them. And what they did is they built it on the side, above, and on the other side of them. So do you understand? They're like in the middle.
Yep.
The Chinese restaurant. But they put a dog impregnation center around them.
A
Does that make sense?
famously common business.
Yeah. So that's what is built around them. And it and in order to transfer the dog semen from one side of the facility to the other, they built a pipeline through the existing dragon that was at the Chinese restaurant. That was my whole dream. And it felt like forever. Like we ordered appetizers, we ordered mains, we talked, we had drinks, we had dessert.
Did you guys kiss after your date?
I woke up, maybe we would have.
Brent tried to go back and sleep as fast as he could. He's like, I gotta get that kiss. I gotta get that kiss.
I was pretty ingenious though.
Touched
That's
his
how they how they moved the dog semen around.
I love the idea that it's so much industry involved in dog impregnation that not only did they need to like build one building, they needed to build several buildings and needed so much space that they had to traverse the air above the Chinese restaurant. Like, we need that space if we're going to get these dogs pregnant.
There is so much semen that we need to transport.
Yeah. We need to get pipe fitters out here to build a pipeline, because it's just simply, if we save 5 seconds, we're going to get so many more dogs pregnant.
You two sound like casuals when it comes to the impregnation business. First of all.
We are. Yeah, we are.
Second of all, it's not that big of a building. Third, the dog impregnation company assumed the Chinese family were tired and would sell the restaurant.
Yeah, they were trying to wait them out.
So they already would start building on the sides.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then they realized, like, oh, we have a big problem here. That's where the Dragon Pipeline came.
Yeah.
Because one side of the building was the lab and the other side was the impregnation center.
Yeah.
So they had no way to get
got that part. Yeah, I understood that part.
No, it's fine. I think it's a clever, even when I'm sleeping, I'm clever in solving problems. A dragon semen pipeline, that's good business.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have been an engineer in another life.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think I was probably like a squirrel or something.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Do
Yeah.
you think you were an animal?
Yeah. I feel like I the whole punch the monkey stuff, I can't even read it. Can't even look at it.
Dude, I feel like there's something wrong happening.
With
like
the monkey?
zoo. There's like the
vibes?
zoo. The zoo. It's time to step in. It's like every school has this. The kid that is so bullied that they have to change schools. It's like the bullying culture is so ingrained in the school that it's easier to make the kid go to a new school than to fix this school to stop bullying. This is every school every year has this problem. Punch the monkey is just, he's got to change schools. You got to get this kid in a new school.
So for everyone who doesn't know, Punch the Monkey is a monkey who lives in a zoo who was rejected by his mother, and he is desperate to be held. He's like a baby monkey, but
he's not like a baby monkey.
He is a baby monkey, and he's very cute. And he has been taken on by another monkey. So I heard the update is he is being cared for by a different monkey. I think this just goes to show what it's like in the real world. There are bad monkey parents. There are bad human parents. Like that's life. That's life, Punch. Also, why is his name Punch?
Why hold it. This is not, let's not bring this against Punch.
You're right. No. Let's not victim blame. Brent's right. Let's not victim blame.
That's a good point.
You're the big monkey sitting there in the zoo. You're peeling your fucking sweet potatoes saying, what's the deal with Punch? So like, who names a monkey Punch? And then, here he comes. Shh. And you push him away.
Well, I guess what I'm asserting is that we could have told the mother, if the monkey mother named the baby Punch, maybe she wanted to physically harm the baby. That could have been an indicator from the get that she wasn't going to be a good mama.
She was a troublemaker.
That's right. And also, where's the dad monkey in all this? Where do they
really good? You know what? No one's asking, Kate. Everyone's got all sorts of things to say about Mama Monkey.
That's right.
This deadbeat could be in a different fucking zoo by now. Like,
that's right.
This motherfucker's rolling around in the zebra cage.
we're not taking this seriously. So let's move on to my next part of my segments. That's two things that you guys jumped on. Other than that, not much. Bible's great. I'm almost done Deuteronomy. I feel like I'm over all the bullshit census taking inventory stuff, and we're getting into the life lessons, which I don't know, I guess, which I'm looking forward to.
What is like the most recent thing that has happened in the timeline of the Bible?
Moses retiring. He's giving it up, and he's giving it on to the next guy. I think
Like
his
Sidney
name
Crosby.
is. Yep. He at one point he exclaimed last night, "I'm 120 years old," and God's like, "Well, you don't go to my next spot. I'll go, and you tell Samuel to meet me there." So Samuel's going to take over. So I'm excited for that. Season 2, I think, of the Bible.
Yeah.
Samwise.
So Moses is done. He did his. I told you guys last episode. He was like falling at the feet of the Lord, saying, "Listen, you got to stop. He had enough." Out of the game. Understandable.
Oh, Moses' first ballot Hall of Fame in the Bible. No question.
Oh, yeah. If we're doing Mount Rushmore Bible guys.
Yeah, Moses is up there.
Moses is up there.
When do you get to the fun, like Noah and... Yeah,
Noah
when's
already
Noah
happened.
come? Noah's already happened.
That's... Noah happened already.
Is Noah in Genesis?
God came down and said, "Listen, fuck this place. You screwed it up.
That's right. We talked
I gave
about
you
it.
a chance.
Get the reset.
Right.
And take 7 of every animal, put them on this big thing that
I
you
remember
built."
that you told us it was more than 2 because they had backups just in case we had gay camels. I believe we
or
have
mothers who rejected their babies.
See,
another good point, Kate.
I was
tied it together.
I was cooking supper last night, and we were talking about the Bible, and Melissa said something about, picture if you had to take like 2 little Eddies or 2 Clarks on the. I was like, I was stirring whatever I was making because I was like, actually, it would be 7. I'm loving being smart, and I had a dream last night. I want to shout out to my good friend Scott. I had a dream about him last night that he was getting married to his current girlfriend, and the week before his wedding, me and him broke into Soldier Field and ate rotisserie chickens together.
Aww.
That's a nice dream.
Yeah.
Where's Soldier Field?
Chicago.
Okay.
And he is famously from New York, Scott.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
I
don't know why Chicago came into my brain. I don't know why rotisserie. I was a little upset in the dream because his rotisserie chicken was better than mine.
Juicier?
In what way? Yeah.
It was Portuguese style.
What does that mean?
Don't know.
That's
I just knew
what
it was better.
was.
It was Portuguese style. And he's like looking at me like I was a weirdo for not getting the Portuguese style one.
Well, like, honestly, without a question in my mind, if there was 2 chickens and one was like American style chicken and one was Portuguese style chicken, I'd be like, give me that PC.
Yeah.
Let me hit that PC.
Have a flavor.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
we're
not my
agreeing
fault.
with you, Brent. We are agreeing with you.
No, I got the regular chicken. He got the
Portuguese.
And you knew you were wrong in the dream.
We are
you were
agreeing
jealous.
that we would be jealous too.
Yeah.
No, but
You're
you guys
not always
made it
a
look
victim,
like
Brent.
you guys made it sound like you were at the counter saying, "Why would anybody not get the Portuguese one? Give me the Portuguese one."
Well, we were saying that too, because if you did go there and you're like, they're like normal chicken or Portuguese chicken, and you were like, I'll take normal chicken. Like, yeah, that's on you. That's on you, and you got to own that.
That's such a white boy move.
Got him.
And that's what happened. Weekly report, Nate.
What? No emails this week?
Ooh,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, we do have an email. Oh, Kate, were you aware that someone found a bunch of missing episodes of Borderline?
No.
Oh.
Yes, that was the email that I got.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, okay. Hello, Brent, Nate, and Kate. Through scouring the web, I have found many old episodes of the Borderline podcast. You can download the full set here. I've compressed them from 100 MBs each to 25 MB each. I've also included all the URLs I used to download them where you can get the original files. Sadly, I think the first 23 episodes, as well as episode 27 and 28, are lost to time unless someone out there has their own private archive. So we did how many episodes of that? We did about 70, 80, 90. Oh, wait, about 82 or 83.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And how
You know
many
what
are we on now?
You know what we should do is we're going to keep those secret. And then when we make a Patreon, that will be one of the perks of Patreon is that you could listen to old Borderline.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's marketing, baby.
Oh, it stresses me out. So we want to thank Peter Pierce for his hard work. What an amazing brother and friend. You don't weigh damn thing.
Doesn't weigh a damn
Peter.
thing.
So yeah, thank you for that email. Nate, give us the weekly report.
Weekly report.
Weekly report.
Okay, I would like to start the weekly report referencing an email that we got last week. Because while I was editing, I realized that we got distracted during the egg corn segment when I think it was Jack said, I think you guys might have an egg corn where you say the wrong thing. And then the three of us got distracted by the phrase egg corn. And we just went on a tangent. But I want to clarify something. And that's what he was talking about is during the spelling of the name of the winner during the quiz, we always spell out the name. And then Kate, instead of saying exclamation point.
No, I do say explanation point.
But it's on purpose. That's what I wanted to get on. He was asking, he's like, do you guys do that?
I don't think it is.
Wait,
No.
wait. Okay, I'm glad I brought this up.
I could tell by her eyes. I was watching her eyes the whole time.
Yeah.
That was not on purpose.
Because this is extra funny to me because I used to do it normal, but then I noticed that Kate did that and I thought it was funny. I thought she was doing it on purpose. So I started to do it on purpose too. And now I'll never go back. Like it's even hard for me. I screwed it up when I tried to say it here. It's like explanation point.
I've never noticed.
I'm deeply embarrassed. And that's okay.
This is the best. This is the best.
It's okay.
This is the best.
And just
Explanation. Explanation.
I never noticed.
Exclamation.
As soon as you said
But
it,
now all of us have to forever say exclamation point during that set. Like we can't go back.
I've known Catherine long enough, and I watched her eyes, and I was like, that's not on purpose whatsoever. And just before you do that weekly report, I thank you to Alex Colvillere. I don't know how you say your last name. He also emailed us, and he had some nice things to say, and he liked my sweet and salty voice from Nova Scotia because he grew up in Nova Scotia, and he liked. Hey, thank you always being a steadfast reminder during these tumultuous times that there are always friends north and south of the borderline. I hope you and your family weather the storm to better days ahead. And he wants to thank Nate to getting turned on to Uriah Heep's The Magician's Birthday.
One of the best songs ever made.
Mm-hmm.
I was singing it the other day while I was on my walk, and I was having the time of my life.
Can you sing it right now to us?
Let's all go to the magician's birthday. It's in the forest, but not so far away. And then there's a kazoo solo. It's a good song.
Solo. I'll have to listen to it.
I fucking love Uriah Heep, man. My weekly report. I've been so good at exercising this week. It must be the Olympics. I think the Olympic athletes have been inspiring to me. Watching the powerful figure skaters twist and turn, watching the alpine skiers and their quads engaged. I think it's been inspiring to me, even though I haven't particularly been paying much close attention. But at the same time this week, I experienced squat rot, arm harm, chest unrest, and a new one, sore core. My core was really sore. Yeah, it was sore core too because I was doing some core stuff.
I forgot all about that bit. That's a great bit.
Mm-hmm. And now, and it's like, it is very funny to be like exercising a lot, but when you are doing that, you're like in pain or you're just like sore and moving slow. So it's like the more I exercise, the more I move like a decrepit old man, like going down the stairs, like, because I was doing some Bulgarian split squats and my legs were fucked. I was
Those
like,
are hard.
each step was a mountain. I felt like Frodo. So I don't know what to do about that. But maybe we need to invest in some like sauna technologies or stretching. Maybe even just stretch for 1 second ever.
Before the technology,
like even 5 or 6 seconds of stretching ever. That might be also potentially helpful. Kitchen report. Pesto is the besto. That's what's going on in the kitchen this week. Is I'm just like I'm a big pesto advocate, and I'm putting it on almost everything I eat. It's like my obsession food right now, and I feel like it doesn't get the respect it deserves as far as like flavor per square inch. It's one of the most flavorful square inches you can ingest, I think.
What kind?
FSI.
Do you make your own? Do you buy it? Because I think different pestos have different flavor. Or you know what I mean?
I definitely I buy my pesto. I get that Classico pesto. It's good enough. It's probably not the best pesto in the world, but it's in no way bad. So that's the one.
If you make your own pesto, it should be besto pesto.
Yeah. Pestos. Nate's pesto.
That's right.
And then my final note is Game of Thrones is back, baby. We've been in a winter of mediocre Game of Thrones content for 10 years. And the new show is perfect. It's immaculate.
Ooh.
If anybody who is listening to this is like, I wonder if I should watch that new show. Yeah, you should watch that new show. Duncan Egg. Egg is the most delightful little guy. He deserves an Emmy for his performance. And I'm just getting on record that it's a 10 out of 10. Great show. Game of Thrones is back. We're moving again, baby.
Did you say Duncan Egg?
Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm referring to Sir Duncan the Tall and Aegon, the future king of Westeros.
And Egg.
Duncan Egg.
I thought you said Duncan Egg. Like his name was Duncan.
Egg.
Duncan
I don't
Egg.
like that.
So there's a series by George R.R. Martin called Tales of Duncan Egg.
Mm-hmm. It's because it's based on his writing.
Interesting theory about George R.R. Martin. He said he was going to release a book that takes place about, I don't know, like a prequel about some king. I forget. I don't know. But someone said that he finished all the books. He's just waiting for them to be released after he's dead, so he doesn't have to listen to people complain about how it ends.
I love that.
I love that someone is giving George that amount of credit when the actual truth is that he got rich and it's almost impossible to make yourself work if you like watching football and playing video games and you're rich. Yeah. And people, they'll come up with every theory in the world, but the truth is that the last book got released in 2011.
No shit.
15 years, baby. He's been fucking just watching the Giants.
He's 77, so he's tired. He's probably got 90 minutes of productivity inside of him every day.
And imagine how hard it would be. You're like, he doesn't care. He doesn't need the money. He's probably worth like $100 million and he doesn't need to spend any of that. So how could you get yourself up for I'm going to put in work on something I don't really want to do anymore? Because that's also as a writer, all the fun has been taken. The end of the story is you're working and you're working and you're working to get to the end of the story. And the end of the story has already been done and it was done bad and everybody's mad about it. It's all the fun of writing has been taken out. That's why he keeps going backwards. He's I'll write some more prequels. And nobody, the ending's not set yet. Well, I'll do that. I'll write a play.
I'm very glad you mentioned the word prequel because the opposite of prequel is sequel. And speaking of sequels,
it's good.
Thank you. We have the sequel to the popular 90s franchise, the Naked Gun series, which was an audience suggestion. And I totally forgot to inform the audience member that we picked their movie until the night I watched the movie. And then I was like, well, this is not fair. I can't spring down the night before. So we owe Joe one. He's going to have to come on sometime and
We owe
And
Joe.
we owe Joe. So yeah, the movie that we picked to watch was Naked Gun. Well, I don't know what's the name of it. Naked Gun what?
The Naked Gun.
What did I say?
Mm-mm.
You forgot the.
Okay. The Naked Gun, the new one with Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson and Kate.
Yes.
Go ahead. Tell everybody.
The Naked Gun is about Frank Drebin, the son of the other Frank Drebin, and his partner, the son of his partner. And they are in police squad. They are on police squad.
That's
and they really mess up a bank robbery. And so then they have to do a car accident. And it turns out the car accident is the brother of Pamela Anderson and ties into the larger narrative in which the bad guy uses a device, which is called the PLOT device, plot device, which I thought was very funny. And it can control people's minds and behavior. And so we see Frank Drebin saving the day, falling in love with Pamela Anderson, and getting control of the device. And that is the plot of The Naked Gun.
Yeah, the device calms them up.
That calms them up.
And then he has to switch it to calm them down. And then he pushes the button once he does that.
Yeah, so that is basically how you sum up a Naked Gun type movie. It's just the plot, and the rest is filler with jokes, and we're going to talk about those filler jokes right now.
Let's do it.
The density of jokes.
JPMs.
The tightest baby with the density of jokes.
Oh yeah, this thing's like an hour, 20 minutes. It's like, it's an extract.
It's the perfect movie to fit Kate's category. You just want to escape, and you don't have to think. You don't have to pay attention. You just have to look up at the screen, and there's always a gag on there, and it's funny, and it's stupid, it's silly, and you don't think about anything else for that hour and 25 minutes. It's perfect.
I would like to read the note I wrote. Amazing month movie-wise. Every movie, every month should take me away from my problems and help me cope. Moving forward, this will impact my overall rating.
Wow. This month has changed the podcast forever. It's irreparably changed the podcast.
Because this movie is what I think movies should do, which is just like I mean, I know not every movie is a comedy, but like, if you can make this movie with this level of joke density, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah. It's kind of like the movies that it reminded me of immediately were all the Mel Brooks movies that we've watched, where it's like the point of it is to be goofy, not even like funny. It's goofy. It's supposed to be silly. It's supposed to like be over the top, and you're supposed to allow yourself to get into the headspace where you're like, we're doing goofy, silly shit, and that's what this is about. And when you like allow yourself to get into the goofy mode, like the gag that I loved in this movie is how they keep handing him coffee cups. And then they'll like hand him a coffee cup, and he'll pass it to the guy next to him, and someone will give him an even bigger coffee cup. And then he's driving his car, and it just is, they do it like probably 22 times. It's too many times, but it gets funnier and funnier and funnier. Because like, this is so stupid. This is so funny. I love this. Like, let's do it.
Yeah. Like that, at one point for that gag, he's flying holding on to an owl,
who
which
is his father.
is really his dad.
Leslie Nielsen, the owl.
He's in the air, and then someone just passes him a coffee in midair. That's just great. Like, you have to go in to understand, like, this is going to be stupid. It's going to be goofy. It's silly. And like I had to change my mindset in the very first scene where he's fighting and he eats a gun. He just bites the gun and eats it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I forgot that we're watching Naked Gun, and I have to shift my mindset to enjoy that part.
Yeah.
And then it's like Kate said, the joke density, JPMs is very high in this movie. So I keep on going back to saying it's the perfect theme movie for Kate's theme this month.
I liked the part at the final big scene where everyone has been calmed up, and you think he's going to shoot all these people, but he just like kicks the bullets at people, and then the bullets go back into his gun. I don't know. It was just
he pulled he pulls a gun out on somebody, and instead of using to shoot the gun, he just drops the gun clip out of the gun and kicks the clip at them.
Yeah, but then he's doing it with like two guns. To the gun.
Yeah, like a boomerang. Yeah. He's doing it with like two guns.
The only time he shot somebody was a guy was missing a tooth because of the gun clip. Frank put the tooth inside the gun, shot the gun at the guy, and his tooth went back into his mouth. Yeah. That's it. This is a what if movie. Like when you're writing this movie, you just do what Kate said. You just outline the plot of here's what we're gonna do. And then it's just a bunch of writers sitting around a table going, what if he shoots a tooth into a guy's mouth? What if he eats the gun? Like what if he gets handed a coffee every scene? And they're fun movies.
Like the part where he's locked in the car and he can't get out, so he kicks out the front window. Mm-hmm. And then they like go through this series of like tropes of like what happens when you're driving down the street in a movie. Like it's like, oh, a watermelon cart or this. But the stuff that they choose to happen during that is so hilarious, and how it ends with two guys walking across the street holding a windshield, and it just
that
pops
was the
perfectly.
Hardest I laughed. Yeah,
it was so good. That's so funny because that joke's been done like so many times, but that actually is a new twist on the joke. To have the window get put back onto the car is so fucking funny.
You think that getting a hornet's nest in your front window with no windshield is the worst thing that could possibly happen when you want no windshield, but the actual worst thing is replacing the windshield. Yeah.
So he falls in love with Pamela Anderson, and they go off to a cabin, and in the cabin they find a magic book of spells, and then they do a spell that leaves the house and enters into a snowman, and then the snowman becomes alive, and they have a relationship with the snowman, including a sexual relationship. And then the snowman becomes jealous because it sees that Leslie Nielsen and Pamela Anderson are like in love, and they are just like wanting him for his sex. They don't want to be like in a relationship with him. So he becomes evil, and then they have to kill the snowman. I was delighted.
It was so funny. Every part of that was funny.
And they kill him by putting him in the hot tub.
Yeah, Pamela Anderson cuts his head off with a samurai sword, and it falls into the hot tub.
Oh.
Like I said, it's a what if movie. It's like, all right, what if they do like a montage where they go away to a cabin, and then God's like, I know, what if they fall in love with the snow, or the snowman falls in love with them, and like the whole scene was lovey-dovey and like doing like what normally would stereotypical do on a weekend ski vacation, and then it cuts to her finding a spell and incantation book. And then the next thing you know, the two of them are like having a seance with green light. It's so fucking funny. That scene and the windshield scene were my two favorites.
When she, that was when I realized that like Pamela Anderson is truly like great, and we need to see way more of her, was during that incantation scene. Because it's like there's no dialogue. It's just them like, it shows it during a musical montage, but the way that she was performing it with like, she was just so game to be like, okay, like we're having this cozy weekend, but let's pull out this book and like tentatively start reading from it, and then start getting more intense about it. And she just like, she kept raising her performance and the reality of it up more and more. And it was such a perfect fit for the tone of the movie. I was like, she's great. She 100% understands the assignment in this movie. Like
that's how I agree with what you said there. Like she just had to buy in. You have to buy in if you're going to be in these movies. And she, to me, when I knew she bought in, was he offered her a chair when in the first scene that she was in, and she said, "No, I have plenty of chairs at home." And then they have like a heighted scene. They had this big, like a little semi kind of fight. And then she's getting ready to leave. And she's like, you know what? I will take that chair. And she takes the metal chair and proceeds to hit it off every object on her way out.
Yeah.
And she looked like, obviously she's not struggling to carry it, but she was acting like she was struggling to carry it. It was banging off the copier, the coffee machine, people. It was so fucking funny.
She's actually so now that she has kind of her resurgence, did you guys ever watch The Last Showgirl? It was like a drama she did about being a showgirl in Las Vegas and kind of a troubled mother. She did spectacular. Like I think she's very underrated, and I hope we get to see more of her.
I was happy that she was in this movie, and there was no cheap like lingerie scene or
me too. 100% me too.
I didn't want, like, as much as you want to see Pamela Anderson in a lingerie scene,
She's 58,
you didn't want to see.
Like, she's to be respected. Like,
I also like have this personal feeling of like she's been through so much. Like she was one of the first people who like had to go through that Kim Kardashian thing, if you really think about it, where it's like her whole personal life, everybody knows every detail of her personal life. She did it. She was just like completely objectified by the media for years and years and years, that now I'm like, don't ever do that to her again.
We are defensive for her.
Yeah, I feel defensive for her. I'm like, give her good roles. Do not make her like put on any outfits that she doesn't want to put on. Like, let her do her makeup however the fuck she wants. Like,
I don't think we saw her cleavage. I think she looked sexy, and I don't think we saw her cleavage at all.
She looked amazing. She's so beautiful. She's so
beautiful dresses. She's a great figure. Yeah.
You
don't need to see cleavage when you're just beautiful.
Yeah, I was defensive of her. Like, I felt defensive. I'm like, okay, don't cheapen this. She's very funny. She's a very good actress. Don't cheapen this with like, you know, a cleavage shot or a lingerie shot or something stupid like that. And they didn't.
They had that scene where they're looking and you think he's seeing her, but he's seeing, what it was it? He's going into his office and she's supposed to be in there and we see her silhouette.
It's like the silhouette and then he opens the door. It's like a pile of coats and shit.
That's what it is. Yeah. Okay.
It's funny.
Where he was talking about his body cam and he wanted to show for some reason, what's his face? The rapper Busta Rhymes was part of the gang. He's being interrogated and they look at Frank's body cam footage and it starts off way too early. He's in his car.
Oh my God.
He has a chili dog and he gets diarrhea.
I forgot about that. That was hilarious.
He's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to eat another one. And everyone's like, no, don't eat another one.
And he's talking to he's mad at himself and he's like, breastfed till I was 13 years old. And then the next one is like, can't get it up unless the stench of milk's on your chin. I was
so
like, to get Liam Neeson to do that role is so fucking good. It's so funny.
You have to hand it to Neeson, who is a very serious guy, that he was also like totally game, just like Pamela in this. Like, I actually think she did maybe like, she was even more committed than he was, but like to get him to say all the shit that he said in this movie is like, good for him. Good for him.
Do you guys
have any more notes?
Well, I just wanted to mention Paul Walter Hauser, who I love in anything he's in.
Great actor. Yeah.
And the only other thing I wanted to mention is at the very beginning, they have all of the pictures of the men that were in the older Police Squad movies. And then they show OJ, and then they go to the guy who's supposed to be OJ's son. And he's like, nah.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to.
It was good. Yeah.
It was nice.
I thought
that bit was very funny, how everyone's like on one knee in front of a picture, like weeping to their dad. Yeah. It's like 20 guys. It's pretty funny.
It's a very good movie to watch if you want to just waste an hour and a half and laugh.
Yeah.
I made a quiz if everybody wants to do the Naked Gun 7.
Sure do.
Sure do. All
Alrighty then, we're starting out with Nate this week. question number 1. Blonde-haired henchman blew up a safety deposit box. What number was the safety deposit box? Was it 593, 594, 595, 596?
593.
596.
You are both incorrect. The safety deposit box was 595.
Gone forever.
Liam Neeson's talking to Paul Hauser, and they talked about dating again, and Liam Neeson says that he was going to, but he had to make an excuse up, so he got Officer Blank to tell the date he got stabbed to death. What was the last name of the officer? Was it Burns? Was it Noble? Was it Stable? Or was it Jones?
My turn. I'm guessing Barnes.
I was going to guess that too, so I'm going with Kate.
You're both very bad actors. You guys both know the answer is Burns, and you knew it was Burns right away.
I didn't.
No, I didn't.
It just felt right to me. It felt like a cop name to me. Barnes is like a real copy name.
Why
If I had
Brent
tomatoes,
triggered?
I would throw tomatoes. I would throw tomatoes at you. Bad acting. Bad acting. We are introduced to the bad guy, the Elon Musk-esque bad guy, and he's introduced he's having a party at his club, and he has multiple posters, and the posters say things like skydiving and courage, and then one just says pumpkins, and he's standing with his foot on a pumpkin. What's around his neck? Is it no chain, plain chain, a chain with a cross, or a chain with a computer?
Chain with a computer.
No chain.
He is just wearing a plain chain.
Gone forever.
I had a feeling.
Which I found very funny because it was like one of those big, thick 90s rope chains. It was very funny.
Standing on a pumpkin.
Yeah, a billionaire would never wear that. Yeah. We talked about his funny body cam scene where he had cameras in his car, on his person, on the outside of his car. When it's actual his body cam, what cam number was it? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Is it my turn?
No, it's mine.
No, it's Kate's.
3.
The answer is 3.
Fuck!
Yep. 3.
How many questions do we have?
We have 1, 2, 3 more.
What's the score?
I have 2. Brent has 2. You have 1.
When he jumped out of the car, with the windshield scene, there was 3 balloons that he had left on him. What color were the balloons? Yellow, yellow, red. Yellow, yellow, green. Yellow, yellow, blue. Or yellow, yellow, black.
Yellow, yellow, blue.
Yellow, yellow, blue.
Yellow, yellow, red.
Gone forever.
I was going to say that, but I used strategery to guess like Nate.
The same man that blew up the safety deposit box, the blonde hair head of security, he had a little montage when he was being staked out by the police, and it was a black and white montage of him doing several poses. Which pose did he not do? Eating a sub, playing a guitar, big funny hat, or petting a dog?
This is my turn, right? I
Yep.
don't remember that scene at all. And so I am going to say petting a dog.
Yeah, I'm going to say they're trying to keep the budget down. Didn't want to pay for a dog actor for the photo shoot, so they went with inanimate props. I'm going to say dog.
You guys were correct. There was no paying of the dogtress.
Yeah.
Petting a dog was the answer. What's the score on the last question?
3-3-2.
The scene where the bad guy I think he gets tossed into a fountain or something like that. I forget. He screams out in terror. And it's a very popular canned screen that's been used in over 400 movies, called the Wilhelm scream.
Damn it, I thought that was going to be the question, and I was going to have a great advantage.
Too easy. When did the Wilhelm scream get established? 1951, 1952, 1953, 1954. What was the first instance of the Wilhelm scream?
1953.
1952.
The correct answer is 1951.
Gone forever.
Wow. Brent has won the Naked Gun quiz.
B R
R
E
E
N
N
T
T
exclamation
point. Exclamation point.
Underline.
Underline.
Thank you. I've been on a heater recently. I've been winning left and right, up and down. Thank you to all our lovely listeners.
Your brain is getting so big.
You are getting smarter.
Yeah, I know. And
I've been thinking a lot about what you said last week about how if men just stopped watching sports and just started like watching documentaries or reading, like that could really help us.
Yeah.
First time in my life I've been doing more reading than anything else. And it's obviously paying off for the quizzes.
Well, I give you a gold medal for your mind. I give you a gold medal for your mind. Would you guys like to hand out some medals for this movie?
I'd love to. I'm giving my bronze to a cameo.
Okay.
Who was on screen for maybe 15 seconds. Mr. Dave Bautista. I love Dave Bautista, and I think that he is so cute and cuddly, and I just love him so much. So he gets my bronze.
He's great.
He's next up, in my opinion.
I'm giving mine to CCH Pounder, who plays the chief of police, who's like, there are like lots of very funny bits where she's like, you have to like be a normal police officer and you have to like turn on your body cam, and he keeps like winking at her like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. But her voice, I love her voice. It's like so unique and so, unique is the only word that I could really use where you just recognize it anywhere. And I think she's a really funny actress and she's great in this movie.
It's like a gravelly female voice.
Yeah.
Her bit with her sleeping husband, who's always asleep and everyone has to be quiet around his grave.
And that his promotion was so important.
Yeah.
And he's just some like corporate cog. Like,
yeah, he doesn't say a word in the whole movie.
Yeah, he wears an eye mask the whole movie. Yeah. And you could give me a million shots that say, like, guess her name. CCH Pounder, crazy name to have.
Yeah. That's a hardcore awesome name.
Pretty sick, though.
Yeah. My bronze medal is going to Mr. Danny Houston, who played Richard Kane, the bad guy, the Elon Musk character. This guy has the face to play evil, and he just looks like an evil rich guy. And he should be that should be his role from now on.
His eyebrows are evil eyebrows.
He looks like movie star Jeremy Clarkson. What do you think of that?
Yes.
Who?
Jeremy Clarkson is a car guy.
I would have thought you'd known him. He's like the Top Gear guy.
Yeah.
Top Gear.
That's a perfect way to describe it. Yeah. He's meant to play evil.
Silver medals.
I am giving my silver medal to Captain Ed Hawken Jr., Paul Walter Hauser. I have always loved Paul Walter Hauser. I will, until I find out he's MAGA, love Paul Walter Hauser. So he gets my silver.
He's just he's a delightful man and a great actor. I've never seen him do a bad performance. They didn't give him a ton in this one. Like, he does some funny stuff, but he's not featured that heavily. But I love him in there was this TV show called Blackbird where he plays like a kind of like serial killer guy, and he's so like, it's such an amazing performance where he's like half sweet, half evil, and there's just he's a complex actor. He's great.
He's one of those guys that can do drama and comedy.
You know what he's like is Jesse Plemons. He's in that category of like, you could stick him kind of anywhere and he's going to make a mark.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second time you referenced Blackbird show in the history of North American Friends Movie Club. The first time was Kate compared you to the other actor in that show, and you said, I'm more of the Paul Walter Hauser type. And Paul Walter Hauser is an excellent wrestler. We talked about Bad Bunny a couple weeks ago being an excellent wrestler. So was Paul Walter Hauser.
Well, I didn't even know that, and I liked him.
Big big wrestling guy. Wrestling guy.
I'm going to give my silver to Liam Neeson. I'm giving mine to famous actor Liam Neeson. He's Schindler, like pretty famous guy. He's old. He should not be doing action movies anymore. This should be his last one because he's moving. Yeah, he's moving like he's 73. And it works for this movie when he's like slowly grabbing a guy's gun and then crushing the gun in his hands. It's like, that's funny when he's 73, but I don't want to see him. I don't want to see any more of his children get taken. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him stuck with wolves. It's time to get this guy in he should be doing some bed work. Like, I'm real sick and I'm dying and I'm in bed all movie. We're getting close.
Well, it doesn't look like he's slowing down because his next movie is called 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank, which probably sounds like an action.
Yeah, it
movie.
does.
But he is also getting my silver, the BAFTA award winner himself. He's getting my silver. I'm happy that they revived The Naked Gun. I don't know if Liam Neeson would have been my first choice, but he did a pretty decent job of it. So yeah, silver medal.
And just to mention, Liam Neeson was married to Natasha Richardson until her death from a terrible skiing accident. And I kind of like that he was married to one woman. I don't know. That's just nice.
Yeah.
My gold is getting split by the two great actors in this film, Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson. I thought they had great chemistry. I want to believe that maybe they dated a little bit for real. I'm really hoping maybe they touched each other romantically without cameras being on. So
you're hoping they copped a few feels.
Absolutely. Because there was also, I clocked this. The last scene, they're sitting in the back of the ambulance and they're kissing. That was a real kiss. Like
you could tell.
That was tongue. That was lips and mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, very important for a kiss. All three of those things that you named.
Well, no, you can do a fake movie kiss where you're just like moving your head,
Like when boys kiss in the movies and they don't really do it.
Yeah.
Moving your head. That's funny.
I'm giving my gold to Pamela. I'm giving it all to her because I think that she was perfect for this movie. I can't, like Brent said, he didn't know if Liam Neeson would be his first choice. I can't think of anybody who I would replace Pamela Anderson with.
Think of who would replace Liam Neeson.
Like, I guess when Brent said that, the thing that jumped to mind was like Will Ferrell, but I was like, I don't want, he could do it, but it would become a Will Ferrell movie, and it's better that Liam Neeson like let it be a Naked Gun movie. So I wouldn't necessarily, but Will Ferrell kind of reminds me of Liam Neeson in life. Like they're just silly goofs that have never, like they're never going to be serious on camera. But I think Pamela Anderson in this movie, this should be like a wake up call to casting directors. Like, yo, get her back, get her working, give her some stuff to do. Like she's great. Let's go. Gold medal.
What about Dr. McDreamy he would be a good Frank Drebin.
I don't know who that is.
Did he just die?
What's that show? No, that was Eric Dane. He was McSteamy. What's the name of the show? Grey's Anatomy.
Derek Shepherd? Patrick Dempsey. No.
Okay, I won't say my opinion on our movie podcast anymore.
Frank Drebin has to have gray hair.
Liam Neeson doesn't have a hint of gray hair. Okay, then I'm going to be Frank Drebin then.
Oh, Bob could do it. No, Bob could do it.
Doesn't have a hairline for it.
I don't know if he's better, but he could definitely do it. He could.
My
definitely.
turn. Gold medal time. Pamela Anderson. God bless her heart. I grew up with Pamela Anderson.
Canadian Dreamboat.
I would dare say I've called her the Canadian Steamboat.
Sure.
So yeah, she gets my gold. She was so funny in this movie. She looked fantastic. They did her right. All her bits paid off. They were very funny. Gold medal.
Gold medal. Well, I give us all 10 out of 10 for our excellent rating or excellent medal work. Where, unlike the Olympic Committee, we are not corrupt at all. We do this for the love of movie sport. Would you guys like to give this movie a rating?
Yes. Yes,
do
sir.
Instead of the IOC, we have the IOU laughs. We owe you guys laughs.
We owe you guys
deliver every week.
laughs.
Is there a better podcast? I don't think so.
Nope, not that I'm on.
The script for this movie.
I loved it. It's getting a 10. I loved it. The jokes are there. It was tight. I also love Akiva Schaffer. I listened to his podcast with The Lonely Island. It's just like, I was really impressed. This could have been something different. To me, this was right down Naked Gun Alley. Like, I loved it.
Well, then I was going to give it a 9. I have to give it a 10 now because it's right down Naked Gun Alley. I mean, I'm not going to go against that. 10.
Yeah, I was going to hop on to 9th Street, but I saw the traffic was there, so I'm actually going to take a detour down Naked Gun Alley and give this guy a 10.
That's right, baby. That's right.
The art direction for this movie, the sets, the props, the costume. Well, the props are very funny. The coffee cup and how they keep getting bigger. Like, that is really funny.
Owl shit. The owl pooped.
Yeah.
It was a lot. And he says it too. He goes, "That was a lot, Dad."
Yeah. Still got it.
Eating the gun. That's funny. The windshield coming back on the car. That's funny. I'm going to give it a 9.5. It's not like, it's not quite like incredible, but it's all correct. Everything's right.
I'll give it that too.
Okay. I'm glad that we didn't give it a 10 because we obviously can't make this a perfect movie. I'm going to give it
do whatever we want.
I know. Here's my problem. I'm giving it an 8. I'm going to give it an 8 because I feel like we're a little too reliant on current events and we are basing things off of the fucking weirdo guy too much, Elon Musk.
There is too much Elon Musk work in movies lately. Like that is a very common bad guy these days, is like Mr. Evil Billionaire.
Yeah, too much Musk work. So we'll give him an 8. Let's find a new way to make him villain.
The music for this movie. There was like one part that I noticed at the beginning. I was like, this is cool. And like, there's a little bit of music from the old movie, I believe. I'd have to double check that though. But
the theme song.
Yeah, nothing crazy, nothing bad. I'm going to go 8. It's an 8 for me.
I didn't notice it. It didn't take away. It didn't give me anything. I'm going to give it a 9.
Well, I'm not. It's not getting a 10 for me. It's going to have to get a 9, even though they had Fergalicious.
That was really good when he's kicking the clips to Fergalicious.
Yeah, that was great. I wish they'd include the interlude part where she goes baby, baby, but that's fine.
Baby,
but that wasn't it. Yeah, they didn't include that. And the reason it's getting a 9 is because of Sassafras Chicken and D, which is Pamela Anderson's song that she sings as a distraction, which is her just scatting and jazz, which we never talked about.
That was really her. I think that was really her.
Really her.
And she, like, it was very funny. Like, she made some funny
Sassafras
noises.
Chicken and D is just...
I'm raising mine to 9. I forgot about Sassafras.
Yeah.
No, I'm bringing mine to 9. That was funny. The genre of this movie. This is a action comedy parody film. It's an action comedy parody film. It's got to have some action. It's got to be funny, and it's got to be a parody. It's definitely a parody of police procedurals and detective movies. That's check mark from me. Definitely comedy, very funny. And the action is funny and good. I'm going to give it a 10 because there's not a lot of movies in that category. It would be really hard to think of one that's better. So 10.
I agree. I'm giving it a 10 as well.
Yeah, Tight Little Baby, most JPMs in a Naked Gun movie, it gets a 10.
And now, Kate, how much relief did this movie provide to you in the troubling current times?
This gave me more than I needed. So if I could give it over a 10, I would. So it gets a 10.
Yeah.
This is a perfect way to escape for an hour and 25 minutes. Hour and a half, counting pee breaks. You will literally laugh. And if you watch this for an hour and a half and don't laugh once, I don't know, man. Fucking,
you're weird. You
need
probably
an
are.
SSRI.
Yeah,
you need an
Something's
SSRI.
wrong.
You got to figure
Did
stuff out.
you guys laugh out loud?
Yeah.
I laughed out loud
For
several
sure.
times.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
The coffee stuff was like, even just the coffee stuff was making me laugh.
When that windshield popped back in, and the incantation scene, I laughed out loud. A couple hearty chucks from me.
I was
it's a 10.
clapping and laughing at the snowman stuff.
You were like a seal. I can see you now. Yeah, I can see you.
Did you say 10, Brent?
Yeah, it's a 10.
Yeah, me too. As far as I didn't think about anything but fun stuff for the entire movie, and that means this one gets a 48. A really fantastic movie.
Yeah, go watch it right now.
Our rating system is
Right
so
up
funny.
our
dude.
alley. It's up our alley.
Right
up their
down
alley.
the Naked Gun alley.
Yeah,
The Naked
right down
Gun
Naked
Alley.
Gun Alley. Well, I guess we got to decide what we're going to do next month.
Well, we normally take a break, or we take. When do we do your? You normally get a little break, Nate. We're almost there.
Well, it is like, I think next month is the start of season number 4. I think it will be the beginning of our 4th year of doing the North American Friends Movie Club.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Maybe we'll take the last episode of the month off. We'll see how I feel. But for now, let's just
Good.
I just
I
want
have
to
a
check
theme.
in with our big dog. Our biggest dog we need to make sure he's got water, that he's fed, that he's getting good rest.
Big dog's got to rest. That's something that a lot of people don't talk about.
That he's taking his supplements. He's getting his
and
exercise.
he's not getting road salt in his paws. That's a big
That's
important
right.
thing.
Yeah,
He's getting showered and bathed. Okay.
We went from escaping this month to March is my month. And when I think of March, I think of March Madness, which is basketball. But we're not talking about basketball. We're talking about the madness. And when I think of madness, I think of villains. It's Villain Month on North American Friends Movie Club. And the very first movie we are doing, you can't talk about villains without talking about Mr. James Bond. We're going to watch Casino Royale 2007, Daniel Craig.
Hell, fucking yeah. I love James Bond movies. I love James Bond movies.
Mikkelsen as the villain.
Milky Eye? A weeping Milky Eye?
We have a milky fucking eye. We are going into year 4, doing our first Bond movie.
Oh, we did not Bond. We did Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did The Saint, which is similar kind of.
This is great. I love this movie, and it'll be our second Daniel Craig movie.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, Milky Eye is very important. Nate, I'm glad that you picked that out. Some say, go ahead.
No, I was just going to tell the audience this is episode 143, and we're finally getting to James Bond.
Mr. James Bond. So
I can't believe
it's
we
up
watched
to you guys.
143 movies.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So when you guys pick a movie, it could be your favorite villain, your least favorite villain, the most famous villain of all time. It could be a funny villain. It's up to you.
So then
and
how are
you
you
wanna go.
rating it? Like we're rating it
We're
by
gonna rate it.
villain?
We're gonna rate it. Yeah, as a villain, which like, okay, you're the star of the movie and you're up against this villain. If it's gonna be rough, you give it a 10. If it's gonna be easy, you give it A 1.
You know who would have been a great villain is the what's his name? Gone Girl lady.
She would have been a great villain. Yeah, she's villainous.
One would say Brent Googled the 10 top villains of all time, and she was number 6. Amy Dunn.
One could say
Amazing
that.
Amy. One could say that.
Well, that's great. We're going to watch Bond next week. We're going to watch Casino Royale for the first episode of season 4 of the North American Friends Movie Club podcast. Send us an email at northamericanfriendsmovieclub@gmail.com. Follow us on YouTube. And that means all that's left to do is say goodnight, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
Kate, good night. I'm trying to do a James Bond thing.
No te afecta haber matado a esas personas.
De lo contrario, no sería bueno en mi trabajo.
Descubre cómo James se convierte en Bond. Casino Royale.
Oh, every time I see a new Jelly Roll article, I get the fucking Grinch smile. And I'm like, I fucking nailed this, man.